Welcome back to LCV, and I wish I can get my 90 minutes back. I wish I can take back the time that I just wasted to watch that game because that was probably the one of the worst games I've seen in 2026. I'll be so honest. That game was absolutely dreadful. I know we've been putting in so many poor performances, but that was just awful. It was awful in every single regard. But leave a like on the video, leave a subscribe. We're at 414, 415 subscribers, something like that now. So if we can get 500 subscribers or 450, one of the two, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. And of course, leave a comment down below what you think. And without further ado, people, let's get talking about this game, man. So as I said, genuinely, it was a horrible game. There's not really anything positive to talk about in this game. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, I tried to look for positives in certain instances. I tried my best, but people, I don't have anything. I have nothing. Like, what did we do in that game for me to be like, maybe this, maybe that? I mean, a couple opportunities. You know, Cunha had one at the end where he should have taken a touch before shooting. Ahmad, again, just not being clinical in the final third. Just shoot, bro. I understand your confidence is low, but just take the chance and shoot. You know what I'm saying? Just shoot, bro. Like, I'll just go through. Let's just go through the start of them. So big changes in start 11 today. Xerxes started, which I've been calling for, but Sasko's not in the squad at all. And when we'll drop to the bench for Ahmad. And Casemiro and Ugarte were out. And Mason Mount started in the midfield. And that is where I believe was the problem. I'll talk about the rest later. And I think Heaven should have started over Lisandro Martinez too. I don't understand why he started as well. But listen, I'm going to start with the midfield because that's the main thing here. The reason we didn't win that game is because there was no CM on the pitch. Or I should say, Mason Mount didn't do his CM job good enough. Now, again, I don't want to put the result solely on one player, right? But Mason Mount hasn't played that much football. I'm going to throw him into a Sunderland, a game like that, to try and get a grip in the midfield. Try and put Manu in the 6, a lone 6. It's not going to work. We got physically dominated 80% of that game in the midfield. Physically dominated. There was nothing we could do. There was nothing we can do. I just didn't. I can't even say I didn't understand why Mason Mount started. I understand why he started. We didn't have any Ugarte and we have no Casemiro. And this just shows that we need to sign at least 3 midfielders in the summer. At least. It has to happen. And Mason Mount has to be sold. But anyways, like, we couldn't get the ball to the attackers at all. Cunha had a quiet game, except for the last 5 minutes. Bruno couldn't get the ball enough. Couldn't create anything. Started just doing hoofing long balls. I thought he had a poor game, but you know what I'm saying. Xerxes couldn't get the ball. And I know people are gonna go on to Xerxes and say, "Oh, he's so horrible because he doesn't run like how Sesko does, and he doesn't put in this effort." Yes, I'm not saying he had a good game. I'm not saying that Joshua Xerxes had a good game, but you can't put the blame all on him when we had no control of midfield. That's the reason why Kuni didn't have a good game. That's the reason why Xerxes didn't have a good game. I can't say that's the reason why Ahmad didn't have a good game, but he could have had a better game if he could just get the ball to the attackers in better positions more consistently throughout the game. I know everyone's angry right now, and, you know, it was a boring performance, and we're all going to say emotional things like, oh, we just get this player out of the club, da-da-da-da-da-da, and that well may be true. You know, Mazouari I didn't think did good enough today as well. That's another player that maybe it could be up for grabs in the summer. I don't think anybody played well today. Literally no player. I don't think any player played well. And if the no player plays well, what does that mean? It can't just be on the personnel, because I said I don't want to put the sole blame on just Mason Mount being in midfield. That's a big factor, but if the whole entire team is playing poorly, you can't just say it's just one player. I have to put blame on Michael Carrick here in this sense, because, again, I know he doesn't have the midfield. I'm not saying that he can't get the job, and this is the reason why he can't get the job. I'm not on that. I'm just saying for today, just show a little bit. I just believe just show a little bit more tactical flexibility, dog, in this game. There was no plan B in this game. There was no plan B. It was just keep playing the same way. Keep playing out from the back. Keep playing out from the back. It wasn't working, especially with the personnel. It doesn't help with the personnel that we have. Now, again, I'll keep restating it. I know he needs a midfield. I know this is not the way that he wants to play. So that's why I'm not mad if he becomes the permanent manager, because I know in some we are going to sign midfielders. We're going to sign midfielders, right? I'm not in the whole, oh, this is what this team looks like without Casemiro, and, oh, we're going to suffer next season. No, we're not going to just have no Casemiro next season and then not sign anyone and just have no midfield for the rest of the season. That's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. So things will get better. But just today highlights how much we need to sign in midfielders. And it's not really just about the attackers. If we get midfielders, we can platform the attackers better. I think if we had, let's say, a Baleba in midfield today, I think Ahmad has a better game. I think Cunha has a better game. I think Bruno has a better game. And I think Xerxes has a better game. I think all of them have a better game. If we just had that in midfield, someone like that. But we didn't have that today. And it's just hard for, I guess, a lot of players that don't play a lot. Like, I'm just going to keep using Xerxes as an example because I know he's going to be a talking point. I know a lot of people don't like him. And I know people are going to just go in on him because it's an easy thing to do. Oh, Xerxes started and we didn't play well, so he played horrible. We need to get him out of the club, go to Syria for 20 million, blah, 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 blah. We know how people are. It's just how the football world is these days, right? No one looks at context of things. He doesn't play a lot of football. Midfield wasn't platforming enough for the entire attack, not just him. So there's a lot of factors that go into why he may be able to have a poor game. But I do believe in certain instances he should have done better. Like that pass to Ahmad, maybe should have been a more physical presence. I understand that. So again, I'm not saying he had a good game. I'm just saying there's reasons as to why these attackers didn't have a good game. It's true. You can't just ignore it. You can't just say, oh, he's shit. If Sesko played today, you're telling me Sesko comes on and we're playing amazing football and we're bopping Sunderland? No. The same thing happens. Sesko's not going to get the ball. He's not going to get no opportunities. And his whole play is not even as good as Xerxes. He might just bait fouls because he's more of a physical presence. That's the only difference, I'd say, today. So I don't think it would have made much of a difference. I really don't. I think you could put Erling Haaland up there. I think you could put anybody up there. And we wouldn't have made a big difference because of how the midfield was playing. We had no control at all. None. That first half was terrible. I'll be honest, that first half was so poor. So poor. It's just the second half, we started great. We started pretty well in the second half. And then we just died out again. The same thing happened. Sunderland made a little tweak. And boom, we're back to the same thing. Getting physically dominated midfield. Getting overrun. You know, it's just kept happening. And again, I would have just brought on Fletcher. I know you can't just throw an academy player into the deep end. But, brother, we have to at least try something. Like, put a CM in CM. And Mason had a yellow card as well. He had a yellow card as well. He lasted 90 minutes on the pitch. Like, how? How did he play? And maybe he got subbed off and I didn't even realize. At times I didn't realize he was playing. So I could be completely wrong here. He could have come off and I don't even know. but people, I at least would have liked to see maybe Fletcher come on for the last 10 minutes and maybe we would have seen a little bit of a difference. You know? I didn't think the sub of Dorgu on for Xerxes was really the right sub at the time. I understand it. You want to put Cunha up front. You want to put Dorgu on the left wing, but that's not the sub you want to make in that time, man. At least try and put Bruno deeper and maybe put Cunha at cam and, you know, maybe, I don't know, just do something else. I just don't think that was the right substitution at that time. And then, of course, you're going to bring on Mbeumo at the 75th minute because Ahmad's not having a great game. Again, I don't even know why Ahmad started today when he's low on confidence. You don't start a low confidence player against a club that he's linked to recently as well. Like, I know he's not going to go there, but still, like, I don't know. And again, we'll go into the 11 now. We'll go into the 11 now. So Lemans, I think, actually, no, Lemans played good today. I said no one played good today, but Lemans played good today. I thought he was really good today. He probably the reason we didn't lose the game. Actually, is the reason we didn't lose the game because he made some brilliant saves. So I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10 because you got a clean sheet and you were good today. So 8 out of 10 for you, Lemans. 8 out of 10. But everyone else is not even getting close. So let's start with Luke Shaw. I thought Luke Shaw was the best of the back line. Maybe not, actually. I think Maguire was, but wasn't great. You know, Luke Shaw wasn't great still. He's still going to give that steady Eddie performance. I'm surprised he started 36 games in a row, or however many it is. I'm going to give him a 6. Same, and I'll give Maguire a 6.5, just because he was a little bit better. But they weren't great. Licha, I thought he was poor. 4 out of 10. I thought you were poor. Why did Heaven not start today? Why did Aiden Heaven not start over Lisandro Martinez? What has Aiden Heaven done to not start over Lisandro Martinez? Lisandro Martinez showed me nothing as to why he should have started this game today. Nothing. Couldn't defend well. Just taking too long on the ball. Brother, you were pissing me off. There was a moment where you dribbled through on the left side and then you just pass it back to Sunderland under transition. Why? Just make it. You got past. You did the hard part. Now do something simple. Don't overdo it. And again, too many moments where it's taking too long to pass the ball. I know you can do it. Pass the ball quicker. Defend better. You know, like you were just getting bullied, bro. Robbie had you bullied the whole game. And like, I don't know what Heaven did to not start, but Heaven should have started the game, man. He should have started. And I think Dalot should have started too. All of you Dalot disrespect. I even probably disrespected Dalot. Because I think he's been shocking at times this season. But I still always said I think Dalot's a good squad player. And he's better. Okay, he's probably better than Mazzuari. I might have said I'd keep both. But Mazzuari, again, hasn't really shown enough in recent time to me to be like, maybe you can keep him. I'd rather keep Dalot than Mazzuari. Because at least I know Dalot can give me something a little bit more at times. Which is why I say he's a good squad player. Mazzuari, I didn't think it was a good game today. I'll give him a 4 as well. Into the midfield. Kobbie Mainoo. I'm giving you a 6 because I didn't think you were bad. I just think that you were kind of alone in there, right? There was no help for you. You were doing what you could with what you had, really. And yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. I can't say it's good, but it wasn't terrible. It was just So 6 out of 10. Mason Mount. Get this man out of my club, bro. Get Mason Mount out of my club, bro. Like, just what? I don't even have words anymore for Mason Mount, bro. 3 years at Manchester United. Injured 85% of that time, probably. And that's what you have for us. Number 7. I can't see Mason Mount at my club next season. I cannot see Mason Mount at my club next season. I can't see it. He was horrible today. And again, I don't even want to say that's all on him. Because he's in a position where I don't think it's his position. A pivot? Mason Mount? Maybe he could have done it 2 years ago before he got injured, but not anymore. I thought he was awful. And part of the reason we got bypassed today. Again, it's not his fault, though. We couldn't play anyone else. I mean, maybe, so he should have started the game. I'm not saying that, it was a wrong decision to start him because are you going to start Fletcher? Are you going to be that bold? And then you're going to lose the game and everyone's going to be like, oh, you started Fletcher in a game like this. You should have played Mason Mount. Because it'll be a hypothetical thing. We wouldn't have known Mason Mount would have performed that way. So people would have said, oh, you should have started him and Carrick this and that. So he started the player that's with more seniority. Fair enough. But what did he show us? Shit. Nothing. Trash. Poubelle. Nothing. 3 out of 10. And needs to be sold in the summer. Mazzuari probably needs to be sold in the summer. I would actually sell Lissandro. I know that might be crazy to say, or just don't have him as a start. I like having more than Lissandro these days, bro. There might be a little bit of recency bias, but I don't care. I don't care. I think Heaven doesn't have the passing ability of Lissandro and maybe the composure on the ball. But, brother, it's defense. It's not midfield. I need you to defend. And Heaven can defend better than you and has decent ball playing and decent on the ball. I can get better. So, if Lissandro, you're going to stay next season, you're a squad player, brother. You're not starting every game. You can't. I don't want to use just one game to base that, but I've seen this over a couple games now. I don't think you've been that great. I don't think a lot of players have been that great in recent weeks. Even though we've been winning games, I've been saying over and over, our performances have not been good. They have not been good. And I don't want to discredit Carrick there, but I know he doesn't have certain players, so that's why I'm kind of allowing it a bit. But our performance haven't been good for a reason, right? They haven't been good for a reason. And that's because some players are not stepping up, although we have problems in the team. Simple as that. But Bruno today, I'll go into Bruno today. I thought it was poor. Again, I'm not going to fully blame him because he couldn't really get in the positions that he wanted the ball or get the ball in the positions he wanted it. But when you had the ball, just turnovers. But because you were trying, I'll give you a 5. You're trying to get... We want that assist record, bro. At Old Trafford against Nottingham Forest, if you guys don't get him that assist record, people. If you guys don't fix up and get Bruno that assist record, bro. At Old Trafford. I'm not going to come for no one. But, like, guys, fix up, guys. Come on. Get the guy the assist record. He needs 1. Just give him at least 1. Let him at least equal the record. Don't let him stay on 19 assists. We don't need that. That's just worse. That's worse. So, yeah, I don't think he had a good game today. I don't think he was good today. I really don't think so. Moving on, Ahmad, again, I thought he was poor again. Poor again. After the Liverpool mistake, Carrick talks about you in the press, gives you a confidence boost, talks about how good of a player you are and how you give to the team and blah, 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 all the stuff he said. And that's what you show him. That's what you repay him with. That's not enough. I have to be harsh on you. You need to be more clinical in the final third. I need more from you. I can't keep babying you all the time. 24 years old now. You're not a youngster no more, bro. You should be more clinical in the final third now. You're only 2 years younger than Mbeumo. And people criticize Mbeumo like crazy because he's not been clinical or not been playing well in the final third recently. But you, bro, you're getting opportunities and you're not taking them. 2 goals all season. If you act like this next season, you got to go, bro. Or even to January. If you're playing like this until January, we have to be ruthless. I'm not Player FC. I love Ahmad, but bro, we gotta be ruthless, man. If we're gonna get back to the top, it's true. Anyways, Matheus Cunha. Again, I didn't think he was in the game for majority of the game. I don't think he had a great game either. A lot of people are not gonna say that he didn't have a great game because he's been good in recent weeks. And so when you have credit in the bank, people just kind of slide back your bad performances and kind of go in on players that haven't played a lot or are already getting criticism. That's just a norm. We go in on players, it's just do the easy stuff. We won't go on players that are doing well, and then when they have a bad game, we don't say nothing. We just go for players that either don't play much or are already having a bad time, and we go and shit on them more. That's just what people do. I don't personally do that. I just take it for what the game is. If you had a good game, you had a good game. You had a poor game, you had a poor game. I'm not going to call you a shit player because you had a poor game. Every player has a poor game. But today, Cunha, you had a poor game. Poor today. Not if in that final moment, you had to score that chance. Take a touch, bro. You have the shooting ability. Take a touch and then shoot. You had time. You had space. But I digress. Not a great game. 5 out of 10. Zosh Zerski, again, not a great game. You got an opportunity to start today. Maybe just show something. But again, I think you kind of got thrown into a bad situation. I think all the attackers did. As much as I spoke about Cunha and Ahmad just now, I think all of them are just in a bad situation, including Bruno. They had nothing. And when they got the ball, I think, Xerxes had a few touches here and there that were pretty good, but maybe just not enough robustness. Not enough, enough vim. You know what I'm saying? Enough, that he didn't have that dog in him today. And that's fair enough. I can say that. I like the player, but you can say that's the truth. That's why he didn't have a good game today. Not because he didn't score. Because if Josh Zerxes scored today and did everything else he did today, people would not be saying he had a bad game. I can assure you of that. It'll be, oh, yeah, he scored today, but yeah, he had a decent game. I like to see that from Zerxes. He did a little cute touches here and there, and he got a goal. Well, because he didn't get the goal, I made one bad pass. It's, we need to sell him in the summer. That's it. Never play again for Manchester United. That's it. Boom. He has had 5 starts this season. 5. That was his 5th one. I'm not saying we shouldn't sell him in the summer, by the way. I personally wouldn't, but I understand the point of selling in the summer. I understand it. If you're gonna sell Josh Zerxes and get me like a Leao or something on the left wing, and we could just do Cunha and Sesko up front or whatever, I do that, to be honest. I wouldn't mind that. But I don't think this is the game to just be like, yeah, that's it. Done. Get out. Never play again. Like, no, bro. He had a poor game today, but there's reasons for that. And in his own right, maybe should have done more in certain instances. We can say that too. So fair enough. I'm going to give you a 4. A 4.5. Just because I like you. Yeah. Michael Carrick today, I'm giving you a 5. Again, I don't want to go too harsh because the team just wasn't there. We don't have the midfield. I want to keep reiterating it. We did that. Not having the midfield in that game today was so detrimental to how we could have done anything. And I don't know if people are really gonna look at that. I know how Manchester United fans are. If a player doesn't score, it's just all their fault. No one looks at the factors to why maybe they shouldn't have scored. Again, I'm gonna keep using Xerxes. If Xerxes had opportunities on goal, which he had one as well, by the way, from the header, but if he had opportunities on goal and didn't score them, then you can say, yeah, bro, what are you doing? Makes sense. But Cunha, him, Ahmad had all the opportunities and was wasting them. Ahmad had all the opportunities. Cunha had opportunities. Xerxes had a couple opportunities. They all had opportunities to do certain things, but they were not in the best of positions because we couldn't control the midfield. So I'm only going to criticize Carrick because he didn't bring on maybe a Fletcher, maybe try to change the midfield a little bit. You kept Mason Mount on for 90 minutes, I think. I still don't know. But I just why? Why? At least try something. Try something different. It's not working. Try something different. And that has been the same thing in most games. The substitutions and the tactical flexibility, for me, hasn't been there. It hasn't been there. And I'm hoping that if you get the permanent job, these things change with more players in the summer. Because I don't want it to be another Ollie situation. You do well, you get good players, and then you come and play shit football. I don't like this whole Michael Carrick's the only one that can take the job. Oh, we can't take Areola because he just has never managed at a big club. But we can take Michael Carrick because he got us to top 4. No, it can't be like that. Every managers that are available in the market should be considered. It shouldn't just be only Michael Carrick is the only one that can get the job. He's the only one that can get the team to play. No, he's not. He's not this amazing manager. He's the best manager in the world. He's not even top 5 manager. He's probably not even top 10 managers in the world. But yes, a bunch of Manchester United fans are on this whole, he's the only one. He can get us back to the glory. No, man, no. But if he gets a job, I won't be mad because I understand why he would get the job. He got his top 4 and what's not in considering circumstances. And I can only hope with signings we get better. But we didn't lose today. Liverpool dropped points. We dropped points. We got Champions League football, so I'm not in a rage. I'm not too mad. You know, it's just a shame that the game ended 0-0 and we didn't see at least a goal today. No Bruno assist record. Just nothing of a sort. It was just no positivity at all. It was just a waste of my time. Waste of all of our times. So yeah, people, there's nothing much more to say. If you guys like the video, please subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And if I missed anything, let me know in the comments down below and I'll check you guys in the next video. And my TikTok will be down in the description as well. I'll be doing a match review on there as well. So peace out.